In this video, I'm going to go over 10 fish that will thrive in smaller tanks and give a little bit of information about them. The first one is bumblebee gobies. They only get 2 to 3 centimeters long and are absolutely adorable little fish. You will need a group of at least 5 in a 35-litre tank, with enough little caves and crevices for them to all have their own territories, as they are territorial fish, although they are generally peaceful with the proper needs met. Pygmy cories are the smallest of the cories, with the males usually getting around 2 centimeters and the females 2.5 centimeters. These are one of the cutest fish to exist in my opinion, and they are very peaceful and will do well with most fish that won't eat them. They will need a group of at least 5 and a tank size of at least 25 liters, though 30 liters is better. The third one is endlers. Endlers are a type of guppy with amazing, beautiful, bright colours and flowy fins. Males are the colourful ones and only get up to 2.5 centimeters long, and females are usually grey and a much larger size of 4 centimeters. These fish only need a tank of 25 liters for a small group of 5, and they are very peaceful but can be fin nippers to each other and other fish with long fins. Shrimp are tiny little scavengers that explore every tiny corner of the tank, pulling off tiny bits of food from plants and in the sand. Cherry shrimp come in all different colours of the rainbow and different patterns like stripes. The average male cherry shrimp is smaller and duller than the females, reaching 2 centimeters, whilst the females grow 2.5 centimeters to 3 centimeters. If you get a group in a 20-litre tank, they will breed and you'll end up with loads and loads of tiny little cherry shrimp. Number 5 is tetras. Some small species of tetras are neon tetras, cardinal tetras, and black neon tetras. Tetras are a schooling fish, which means you will need a group of at least 5 and a tank of at least 30 liters. Most tetra species are peaceful to each other and other fish, but will eat anything big enough that will fit in their mouths, which isn't much, but some victims could be baby shrimp. Neon tetras also fake dead sometimes when you catch them and transfer them to another tank, so don't worry too much if you put them in the tank and they are floating at the surface, unless they stay there for like a few minutes, then they're probably dead. Number 6 is guppies. Guppies are one of the best and most common beginner fish, as they are super hardy and easy to care for. They get about 2 to 4 centimeters long for males and 3 to 7 centimeters long for females. You can keep 4 adult guppies in a 20-litre tank and any little babies they have if they survive the adults, but you will need to separate them as they get bigger so the tank does not overcrowd. Next on the list are crevences. These are one of my favourite type of cichlid. They're a dwarf cichlid that only gets around 8 centimeters long. I tried keeping a pair in a 45-litre tank, but found that they got a bit aggressive with each other, so ideally you will need a tank of at least 75 litres for a pair of crevences. They are generally peaceful fish that can live in community tanks unless they are breeding, and this is when they get very aggressive and sometimes kill other fish, so they will need another tank whilst they're breeding. These aren't exactly a nano fish, but they are very small compared to other cichlids. So I just sort of thought I would put them on this list, even if they don't really go in 25-litre tanks. Now, betters, of course, I had to put on this list. Betters are beautiful centerpiece fish that reach a length of 5 to 8 centimeters and only need a tank size of 25 liters, but ideally 30. Betters are aggressive to other betta fish, but can live with other fish. Not all of them are peaceful with other fish. I've kept them with tetras, shrimp, young guppies that are not small enough to be eaten, and pygmy cories. Be very careful of fin nipping fish, as betters are perfect targets for this, as well as fin rot, which is a very common disease in betters. Also, if they get too bored, they might start biting their own fins. And lastly, I'm going to talk about snails, which personally I hate, but there are more snails than just the pest snails like ram's horns and bladder snails. My favourite snail is the assassin snail because it kills other snails. They can't breed alone and only laid 1 to 4 single eggs each month. They get 2 centimeters long and have a nice stripy pattern on them, and usually don't overpopulate too quickly, although they can sometimes. Another one is the apple snail, which grows to the size of a small apple and cannot reproduce without a mate. Females usually lay 500 to 700 eggs above the water surface that are super satisfying to squish. And that was my list of 9 fish for small tanks. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please consider subscribing and tell me if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.